Listen closely, because what you are about to hear is not just about a motorcycle. It's about a machine that was forged in the fire of history, built not merely to ride, but to conquer. The Zundapp KS600. The very name carries weight, echoing across decades, across roads that have long turned to dust, across the memories of those who understood what true engineering meant. You don't just start this bike, you awaken it. You don't just ride it, you command it. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the year, the late 1930s. The world was changing, nations were restless, and in the heart of Germany, the engineers at Zundapp were creating something more than a motorcycle. They were creating a warhorse, a companion for soldiers, a machine that could endure when everything else broke down. The KS600 rolled out like a beast of iron and steel, its twin-cylinder engine a growling heart that demanded respect. Riders didn't just mount it, they felt a surge of authority, as if this machine bent the laws of the road to its will. The Zundapp KS600 was never built for the faint-hearted. Its 597cc side valve, air-cooled, flat twin engine produced a steady 28 horsepower, but it wasn't about raw numbers, it was about balance, reliability, and endurance. This was a motorcycle that could carry men, weapons, and supplies through the muddiest trails, the iciest roads, the harshest terrains where others would fail. When paired with its sidecar, the KS600 became more than a motorcycle, it became a symbol of unstoppable force, powering through landscapes where defeat was never an option. And here's the truth, the part that few truly appreciate. The KS600 was a marvel of hidden genius. At first glance, you see a classic wartime motorcycle, solid, heavy, purposeful. But beneath that tough exterior lies the soul of German precision. The gearbox. 4 speeds of seamless power delivery, crafted with the kind of accuracy you can feel in your fingertips. The suspension. Built not for comfort, but for survival, keeping man and machine moving forward when the road disappeared into chaos. And the side valve engine, often underestimated, gave this motorcycle a kind of unshakable reliability. It would run when others choked. It would start when others failed. It was a soldier's silent promise. This machine will not let you down. Now let's talk about power, the kind of power you don't just measure in horsepower. The KS600 wasn't about speed records or flashy statistics. It was about usable strength. The torque that let it pull heavy loads. The endurance that kept it alive mile after mile. The confidence it gave its rider, knowing that no matter where you go, no matter what the world throws at you, this machine will see you through. It is the kind of power that doesn't scream, it growls. It whispers in your ear, "Trust me, I will carry you further than you imagined." And what about the price? Oh, the price was never just money. Back then, to own a KS600 meant you were trusted, chosen, part of a machine that was bigger than yourself. Today, the price is something altogether different. If you try to find one on the market, you'll discover that it's not just a motorcycle anymore, it's a relic, a treasure, a piece of living history. Some collectors pay tens of thousands, not because of its chrome, not because of its shine, but because of what it represents. It is the rare key to a lost era, a machine that carries the scars and the pride of time. Owning one today isn't just a purchase, it's a legacy you hold in your hands. But there are secrets, too. Hidden features the casual eye misses. The KS600 was built with an electric system that was rugged, designed to power not just the bike, but often the tools of war it carried alongside it. Its frame was crafted to handle sidecar attachment with perfection, transforming the bike into a 3-wheeled powerhouse. Its weight distribution was so carefully engineered that even loaded down, even burdened with equipment, it stayed balanced, stable, unshakable. And perhaps the greatest secret of all, this was the foundation upon which the legendary KS750 was built, a model that would dominate battlefields. The KS600 was the father, the pioneer, the proof that Zundapp had created something the world could not ignore. Picture yourself standing next to it now. The matte black paint, the broad fuel tank with that proud Zundapp emblem gleaming faintly in the light. The leather seat, worn from decades of history, carrying the ghosts of the men who rode before you. Grip the handlebars, feel the cold steel, then kick the starter, and listen as the engine coughs, then roars to life. It is not the sound of a motorcycle, it is the sound of survival, of strength, of history's heartbeat echoing into the present. And here's the truth. This machine isn't just about transportation. It's about transformation. The Zundapp KS600 doesn't simply take you from one place to another. It makes you feel something. It makes you feel part of something greater, something eternal. Riding it, you're not just moving, you're experiencing the same vibrations, the same power, the same defiance that riders felt nearly a century ago. It is a bridge between worlds, between times, between men. That's why when enthusiasts talk about legendary motorcycles, they don't just mention the Harley, the Indian, the Triumph. They whisper about Zundapp. They respect the KS600 because it's more than a bike, it's a story written in metal. It's a reminder that machines, when built with vision and purpose, can outlive the very moments they were designed for. So why should you care? Because this isn't just nostalgia. It's about recognizing the rare kind of engineering that refuses to die. It's about understanding that while trends come and go, while bikes get faster, lighter, shinier, very few carry the weight of history on their shoulders like the KS600. This is a motorcycle that has earned its place among legends not through glamour, but through grit. Not through marketing, but through sheer, undeniable endurance. And so, I tell you now, the Zundapp KS600 is not a bike you simply ride. It is a bike you respect. A bike you honor. A bike that carries with it the spirit of survival, the power of endurance, and the soul of a time when machines were built to last forever. If you ever see one, if you ever hear that low, growling heartbeat of its engine, remember, you are standing in the presence of history.